My fellow FIers, welcome back to another episode of Retirement Police Most Wanted. We are 98 months away in our 100-month journey to financial independence, or FI. And we are here to be announcing stunning benefits to our money approach these next 100 months, really these next 98 months on our way to financial independence. And what are we doing differently in the next 100 months to financial independence? We're certainly more cognizant of the fact that we're in an age when things happen. A lot of things have happened to people that we know. Things have also happened to us. And it has made us more aware of the finite time that we have here on this earth. And that is a large part of the reason why we're modifying our approach to the psychology of money and making sure we have time to maximize our experiences. It's a counterintuitive approach. It may be surprising that we are not saving every dime on our journey in these next 98 months now to financial independence, while we're looking to just walk away from paid employment, making paid work optional. Again, in earlier episodes, particularly in episode 1 and episode 2, we talked about this show, Retirement Police Most Wanted, as a way to hold ourselves accountable, that we would walk away because we work a lot. It's just in our blood. Now, I want to be clear, even though we are still maxing out our pre-tax retirement accounts, we're no longer trying to max out our post-retirement savings. Instead, we're focusing our after-tax discretionary funds as spending money on ourselves in terms of experiences. Mostly this is in the form of travel, and we're doing extra things for our kids and even other family members. Our children, for the most part, are frugal and money conscientious, and so we don't feel that it's all, as Thomas Stanley and William Danko of The Millionaire Next Door would say, that it's economic outpatient care. We're also reinforcing good financial habits and positive life habits. Our children will come out of their undergraduate, collegiate years debt-free. It's a major gift to them in life. They really understand that this sets them up financially better than most of their college-age peers. Striving for debt-free post-baccalaureate education will be a major accomplishment, but this is not a certainty for our children yet. Our children are also putting into practice our same types of money habits, such as trying to max out Roth IRAs, investing in pre-tax retirement accounts, and or building an emergency fund with their college year earnings, depending on whether or not they have access to such accounts. We have tried to foster their Roth IRA giving over the years. So while we're trying to reinforce these good financial habits with our kids, we're also not trying to fuel our children's deprivation side of being less inclined to spend money on themselves. Sometimes it's nice to offer to pay for a weekend getaway or invest in an experience. We've always tried to be generous with our children. God knows our children have lived a great life, as great a life as we have. On the other hand, for years we've also shown financial restraint. And there were times in our lives when we told our children, we cannot afford that, or we're doing X instead of Y. One of the unfortunate things about this language is that I've later learned from our children that they at times thought we were, in fact, poor. This led to a psychology of money in believing that we were so poor, in fact, that they were concerned about our ability to have basic necessities. We definitely have a lot of friends that live larger than or could afford to spend more on certain things than we could, but all of us have lived a blessed life. We've tried to teach our kids that material things are nice, but we still maintain an Alicia Keys song, and maybe you know it, If I Ain't Got You. And if you don't know Alicia Keys, If I Ain't Got You, well, look it up on YouTube, play the song, the words. The gist of it is that the most important things in life are people and relationships, not things. Money comes and goes, so do people. But it's the connectedness to others that gives meaning and purpose in life. Personally, I was only going to be with a spouse that wanted me and not for my money or a material life. Ironically, while this show, Retirement Police Most Wanted, is focused on money, the older I get, the less material I get. I'm motivated by how we can best use our money and influence for good in life, for our family and others. So what does the journey ahead look like as we've been counting down these 100 months? And we're in month 90, 98 months away. Personally, I feel like I'm in my prime for work. Even though there are ups and downs, I'm still motivated to compete every day and continue to rack up wins for good. I know that my efforts result in good things happening and helping others, even though I do not always get to see the direct rubber meets the road results. There's also something about seeing progress in our retirement funds going up, certainly better than seeing the retirements going dramatically down for a few years, or during the Great Recession of 2008 and 2009. And if you didn't experience that, the pain of that, as many people did, again, it's worth a Google. For us, in these next 98 months on our path to financial independence, the goal would be to do the following. We want to meet or exceed our target financial figure that we have calculated based on drawing down retirement funds, based on the 4% rule. A guy named Bill Bengen was the original Mr. 4%, and we'll certainly talk about that more. The other thing is we have talked about our 2-part FI number, and so check out those episodes. And while you're at it, hit subscribe to Retirement Police Most Wanted. We want to help you escape the golden handcuffs, get ready for your mugshot, and go on the lam from the retirement police. Another thing that we want to do is allowing for one major trip a year. To us, we consider this going overseas or elsewhere for 1 to 2 weeks a year. I mean, ideally it would be more, but I'm still trying to figure that out. And also 4 to 5 minor trips a year, likely long weekends, but it could be longer, typically US based, to go see family and friends and other adventures. Recently, we sent in our passports for renewal, and we're anticipating utilizing the 10-year time frame for international travel with the hope that we can do an additional international travel after these initial 10 years. But we know these are years where we really gotta go if we're gonna see all the things that we want to see while we're still in what I would say the maximum physical peak that we're going to be in from here on out. Hopefully it's a lot longer, but you never know. I'd love to think that I can improve it, actually. Again, we want to help our children graduate debt-free from their baccalaureate years and post-baccalaureate college. They both have those goals, which gives them the ultimate advantage of a degree without the financial hole, setting them up nicely for their own financial abundance goals. Investing in ourselves in smaller ways, like performances, such as going to the local performance of a Christmas carol at Christmas time or other concerts. We also consider this splurges on things that bring us pleasure. I know it may seem odd, but I'm a big fan of shopping at Trader Joe's to get the produce we love instead of our grocery store that's within walking distance. But I really love Trader Joe's. It's a nice treat. It's a simple thing. I also love to hang out at our local coffee shop. There's a lot of local coffee shops we do enjoy. And while I'm not a coffee drinker, I am fond of Starbucks too. I know David Bach would say it's the latte factor, but we've reached the point in our life where if we just want to actually hang out and have a nice non-alcoholic beverage in a great setting, it's well worth it to us. We also want to help others understand and put into practice financial independence. We see you. We remember what it was like at different stages of our life. We remember what it was like to struggle. And believe it or not, there's even joy in that struggle because you appreciate what you have when you've earned it and when you've done it on your own. Of course, we want to continue to be generous to family, friends, and our community. This includes parents, siblings, nieces, nephews, all of that. But again, as we revealed in the very beginning, this journey, it's going to be difficult for us. We know that we need to be held accountable these next 98 months. We may have great difficulty walking away from work and making paid work optional. As much of our personal identities are tied to work, our interpretation of value is tied to paid work, and that's why we're going public with this, because in many ways it may be unhealthy to not step away from paid employment if our financial goals have been met. And we have every reason to believe that we're on track. Go back to the episode about our 2-part FI number and strategy. Full disclosure, given our psychology of money issues, our total 100 months, and again, we're 98 months away, includes some hedging because it builds in a 1 more year syndrome, the 1 more year time frame. Ironically, at the same time we were trying to be on the lam from the retirement police, we're also trying to be held accountable for making paid work optional. So we really invite you to subscribe, to continue with us on this journey. If you have already escaped from the retirement police, if you have already taken your mugshot and are on the lam, we'd love to know your story. We'd love to chat with you. We want to know your success. How did you break the golden handcuffs? These are very interesting things. We're very interested in learning from other people that are on this journey. We'll keep your identities private to the extent possible. We're assuming that when you go on the lam, you don't want anybody to know. So we're here for you. And with that, just want to say thank you. And we hope that you have enjoyed another episode of Retirement Police Most Wanted. Take care, my fellow FIers.